Hello, this is Greg the Window Doctor. Hope you're having a great day. I want to touch base today on something that comes up sometimes when I go out to a house and a person may be maybe they just bought a house or they're just starting a major remodeling of their houses and they have a number of different concerns that have to be addressed. Maybe it's a roof problem or maybe a foundation problem. We don't have foundation problems here in Texas, do we? Of course not. Well, the problem is this. They'll ask me, what should be done first? Well, a roof really, in most situations, is not going to have a direct impact upon your windows, as far as what the timing, whether to put it in now or later. If you're doing a siding job on a house, a lot of times the window company may include, if you have wood trim around your windows, that may be included within the cost of changing out your windows, and that could be done first, so there's not an additional charge when you do siding. As typically, if you have wood trim, they're going to charge you to wrap all four sides of those windows. So that would be something to consider, because if you had 15, 20 windows, that's a lot of wraps that you'd be paying for if you were doing the siding first, whereas it could be done and included within the cost of your windows, thus saving you hundreds of dollars. But I think the one that probably we get the most input on is foundation. When I first started in this business, I started up in Charlotte, North Carolina, and they had a lot of wood houses that were built up on concrete blocks or wood pier type situation, which we really don't have down here in Texas. But you would see houses where maybe the middle actually really curved, and you would have substantial foundation problem. And it's pretty clear that when you're looking at the window, it may be tight at the bottom, and as the window goes up, the foundation's pulling away, and you might have a ½ an inch to an inch gap at the top of the window that comes down tight, and especially on the corner of a building. Well, in that situation, putting a window in first is not going to really cure your problem, and it's not going to be the way to do it. That foundation would need to be fixed and lifted to allow that square to come back into a square hole, so that when you put your window in, it could go in there and stay. And this is particularly true of patio doors. We sold one recently, a French door, to a family who knew that they had foundation problems. And we mentioned that to them at the time. You do have some foundation problems, and that needs to be addressed. Because even if it's not a severe problem, when you put a double wide door and a French door in now, and we make it operational so that the seams are right and it's connecting on the bottom of the threshold and everything looks correct, as that house continues to settle, it puts a tension on the framework of that door to the place to where the doors are going to be hard to close, and the locks aren't going to line up exactly correct, and the locks aren't going to close, and it's going to continue to be a problem until that foundation's taken care of. If you just have minor cracks, most everybody does here in Texas, you know what I'm talking about. In those situations, putting windows or doors is not going to be a problem. But certainly, I would take the time to look to see and evaluate that and get that, if you have a major foundation problem, getting fixed before going ahead and putting in doors or windows. Thanks. Again, this is Greg the Window Doctor saying, have a great day.